All right, everybody. So, because the quality of the video that I have on my iPhone is just really not good, I'm not sure why we have this issue of the jittery pictures. I've been using Luma Fusion, and they have a stabilization package, but you can just see it's a mess. So, what we decided to do is just a time lapse from the point in which the shed sort of blew over, and just do a time lapse going forward and just giving you a view of what the rebuild looked like. So here we go. Alrighty, so after dismantling all of the down structure and just meticulously pulling all the nails, checking all the boards, all the studs, and determining what to discard, what we could keep, then obviously we left everything from the subfloor above and then started reconstruction. And this is the front wall. You can see the door and the two windows. You can also see the cross bracing that I used on the wall to keep the wall square, and then the bracing that goes down to the subfloor, which is blocked there in order to keep the wall plumb. So that's where we started. This is the barn door wall, so that will be a double door that goes out into the grow house. Here's a shot with the walls up. I can't say that I've got all the top plates on, but you can see that the north-facing wall also has a window in it, and now the west-facing wall will not have anything because it's just going to have an air conditioner on that side, because inside that is going to be essentially the wall where we have the wash basins and the workstation. So we don't need anything on that side of the wall. And here you can see that I've refabricated the trusses, and they are some of them are hanging upside down on the interior walls, ready to be put up. Here's an angle from the grow house side of the building. You can see that 2x12s with an OSB piece in the middle in order to create the headers. Trying to do this stuff by yourself and move these incredibly heavy pieces of lumber, is really a challenge, but it's coming together. Looks pretty good. Okay, the trusses are going up, and you can see that I'm using a king post on every truss. And the OSB is going up. You can see I've put it on the west wall first for two reasons. One is it's a blank wall, and that makes me feel more confident as far as having the building square and that sort of thing, which it actually was in pretty good shape. But the other thing is that wall is parallel to the prevailing winds, so I wouldn't be having the sail issue that I had that first time. Alrighty, once the basic building structure was completed, then I had to prepare for some of the other infrastructure. And because of the slope of the hill, we're having quite a bit of water that was running down and underneath the shed. So the first thing I did was put in a French drain. And then I had to trench from the barn down to the shed to provide three systems. One is we have a rain catchment system at the barn. So that will provide irrigation to the garden, remembering that this shed sits in the middle of a garden. And then there's the pressurized well water, which will feed the wash systems in the shed, and then power. And of course, we'll be catching rainwater off the shed as well. So we've got the 2 oak barrels, and we will put up a gutter system to feed those for just hand watering inside the greenhouse, and also just the flower beds around the shed. After all that, deciding went real easy, and we just put some batten up and painted it, and then sat down the front porch for a cocktail. We then built actually a Dutch door for the front, and then the barn doors in order to get the place buttoned up before starting the to build the grow house on the outside. Then once that's done, we'll have all the major construction done, and basically we'll be focused on getting the interior squared away with the wash houses and all that sort of thing. But for now, the site inspectors say that they're hungry. I could seriously use a shower. And God bless America from East Tennessee.